Morning, guys. Coming to you on location from the 160 acre project here that we've been bringing to you all week. And boy, what a week it's been. It's as I mentioned in one of my previous posts yesterday, last night, kind of giving everybody a update on what was going on and the progress that we're making. I had mentioned, nothing that I love more to see, especially Michigan, properties of potential brought out in Michigan properties, and this is one of them. As you can see in the background, this property was cut pretty hard. TSI project that the owner had before we designed it, and then reached out to us and wanted to continue on with the habitat side of it. So we luckily in out of 6 food plots, 4 of them have enough usable material as far as trees, so we can create that doe bedding like we like to put out nearest the feed. And this one here, you can see it's a little bit thin. You can see the plot in the distance out in the background there. It's a long linear plot that comes in, and corridors coming to it, and then to the north we've got about an 1.5 acre, 1 3/4 plot there that's just adjacent to it, just to the north, hooked together with transition area. But blind up on the east hill here for good west wind sits and a couple different tree stand locations along the way. And this here, we're just getting kind of kicked off this morning. We finished up with the dozer, and I'm standing on, I'll show you here in just a second, standing on the bench system that we put in. And this is one of those, not every day you can tie these benches in or find a bench. Obviously if you're a whitetail hunter and you've been in the woods any length of time, you all know the power of finding a bench or hunting off from a bench, above it in the morning, below it in the evening. And this has got enough contour that the thermals will work, and we can dump our wind down and side access back towards we came from. It's a perfect layout. We've cut this bench in here. This bench system actually runs, let's see, so this bench system is about a 1/2 mile of continuous bench here on the top of these, on the east facing ridge, and then it turns and goes on the north side of the north facing ridge, ties into another plot, which is kitty corner from here on the property. So very powerful, all above the doe bedding, or the food plots, and doe bedding areas. You're within 50, 60, 80 yards from them, but cruising around those tops, and that that cruising time of the year when the bucks like to be above and scent check all those doe bedding areas. This one is just one of those properties that just turned out contour. It's going to just turn out perfect. Now you can see in the background here, I've got a few trees left that were in the left in the right areas here that we could use for hinge cutting, putting these trees on the ground that were here in this location. This plot's just over a 1/3 acre, kind of a smaller plot, and we're able to, there was about a dozen trees left to work with, so we're trying to get them all in the in that directional hinge cutting, like I talk about, not crossing the trails. This one here, because it was wide open, we didn't have to compete with. A lot of them were actually cutting out as far as with a mulcher to make trails into it. This wide open sitting like this, I actually carved the hub style bedding design out with the dozer, and then I just walk in the corridors inside those bedding areas and tipping everything to the outside. And so there's about I got 4 trees left to hinge here and get down on the ground, and to get that a good side cover and some regeneration food. Today we are going to continue on. We got all groundwork from here on out. We're going to go up today and hinge cut in transition areas that we can, that are away from stand location and rifle blinds. So we don't have, the age-old story. Don't do them too tight, so you can't, so you don't get busted going in and out of these your stand locations. But a lot of groundwork, tree work hinging today, cleaning out some corridors, picking up some debris. And then tomorrow we're in the plots and we're prepping the plots. I gotta look at the forecast to make a determination if I'm gonna put the seed in the ground or we're gonna come back and dress the seed in right before a good rain for him in a week or whatever. But all the tillage will be done, and obviously all of the fertilizer and lime. This project here, a lot of these plots are timber plots. What I would refer to as timber plots. There's no ag, no standing material that we can spray and use for that thatch, that cover that we'd like to put down. So we're starting fresh, which is a good thing. They're timber plots. They were covered in debris, and with the dozer we went in and pulled all that stuff back. And as you can see, I'm not a hope it shows here in the videos. Hopefully it'll really stick out during the drone footage that we'll take at the end of the week here. But you'll notice that I'm not, if you follow along with me, is I do not like debris stacked all the way around a food plot. And it's just maybe an OCD thing. I don't know what it is, but the deer don't like it. I don't like it. It's an eyesore. So I recommend keeping those back. I like that. I use 20 yards. And sometimes I'll 2 or 3 plots here along the way. That's actually the end of this one is one where it's a valley that goes all the way out to the property line, which is, it's 300, 200, 250 yards from the property line, but it is in a valley, and until that regrowth, because this was cut so hard, until that regeneration on the side of the plot gets up, above deer height, we'll be able to, you're going to be able to have the potential to get picked off. That's why all the debris went on the end of it here to make a wall, and off, about 30 yards off the food plot. And so just little things like that along the way that we can show you on this project that we always talk about and don't have the opportunity to ever put our hands on something like this. And there's just little pieces of the puzzle along the way that we showed you. This has kind of got this is the whole pizza, if you will. I'm able to show you all the pieces of it and how it all fits together. Like we've talked, it is a larger, it's my average client is 80 acres or less. But when we talk about constructing plots or constructing properties, this is kind of a normal size. It's above average. But it's not obviously not the smallest plot that we've ever did. Not the biggest plot, or the property that we've ever did. It's not the biggest property we ever did either. So it's kind of in the middle. It's one of those pieces that just has everything. The canopy is gone. We're able to show you a lot of things from above and on the ground and tie it all together here. It's like today we're going to continue on. We'll have a bunch of tree work that we'll show you today, and maybe stop 2-3 times and kind of give you an update on where we are. And biggest thing is, guys, is such as this plot here is just taking advantage of contour. A lot of places outside of the Midwest don't have a lot of power, can't use contour, and there's when you have it on your parcels, boy, be sure to use it. This whole ridge system, there's not one bench on 160 acres in this entire 160 acres. There's no bench at all. So by having the dozer, having the knowledge to where to put these, this has totally changed. So we came in, totally changed the outlay of this property. So we came in this morning as I'm walking up here to get above to pinpoint which trees I want to go down in this bedding area that's down below. This whole thing is, the whole bench system is tracks. Now it's fresh dirt, and they like to, deer like to obviously see fresh dirt. We seen a doe on one of the new food plots when we left last night, and this whole trail system all the way down to our new water tank that we just put in. They were up to the water tank already last night. So and to be honest with you, because this was cut so hard, the project was done, the cutting was done on this in April, and when I walked it, there was not enough active deer sign on the property to really say that there even was. So it's good to see that coming back. And this is in one of the most high pressured counties in the state of Michigan, so we're definitely pumped for the future, excited for the future of this farm and the landowner as well. So hang with us, it's coming together, it's starting to take shape now. Super excited about this one, glad that this was close to home and we could bring it to you, kind of walk you through the steps, show you how it how it comes together, how it shines at the end, how to bring that potential. I always say, you know, that return on investment, this is a perfect example of doing the analysis package, getting the design done, and then constructing it, and your return on investment goes through the roof. If you are looking to sell the property, your acre, value goes up, and it all benefits. And then if you're in this to hunt it yourself, that's where the return on investment to me comes. We all want that end goal as far as success, and success comes in all different platforms. But the biggest thing is if you can have successful, healthy deer, and you can have a successful hunt, then that's the pinnacle of habitat improvement. So come with us, guys. Hang with us. We got a couple more days here, and we'll show you the finished project. Thanks.